Hi, this is Mike from Music Ministry 101. In this video, we're going to be practicing the Gospel Acclamation for the 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. I'll play and sing through the whole thing, and then I have a very subtle but important tip for you, and then we'll do a karaoke version at the end.
As I remain in you, says the Lord. Whoever remains in me bears much fruit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
All right, so here's what I wanted to talk to you about today. The word remain or remain. So there's two ways to say this word, and I noticed this when I was practicing because I was singing remain, okay, with more of a east-west orientation on the first vowel, remain. But the word is actually remain. And so the way I found that out is on my phone, I have an app called the English Dictionary or Oxford English Dictionary, or maybe it's Cambridge English Dictionary. And it tells you what the real pronunciation of the word is. So why is that important? Well, because basically regionalisms get into our speech. Like, I'm from Massachusetts, so I say wicked. Like, that was wicked cool, or it's wicked hot outside. Now, if you hear that, if you're from somewhere else, you might be like, oh my gosh, he just said wicked. Well, that's a regionalism, and it gets its way into everything that we do. So we have to kind of search for those regionalisms to figure out what they are, and then take them out so that we can be understood by the most people. Now, the whole remain versus remain thing is only important for two reasons. One is because it comes up a lot. Now, most often, I would say remain. Can you just remain here for a second? But singing, again, you want to take out those regionalisms. So you would say remain. All right? This happens a lot. It's not just remain. It's happens all over the place, especially if you're from maybe Minnesota or you're from Boston. There are all these regionalisms. And the second reason to do that is remain sounds better. Why? Because the orientation is north-south. Anytime you have an E that tends to be more east-west, it can be more piercing sounding to the ear. Just listen. Remain, 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 remain. All right, we're getting into really subtle territory, but I wanted to bring this to your attention for the reason that you have regionalism, so we all do. If you know what they are, you can find them in your singing, and you can take some of them out. Does it really matter? Yes and no. If I attended a church somewhere else in the U.S., and I heard the local accent when they were cantering, it would be fine as long as I can understand what's going on. So at its core level, it's about clarity and being able to basically understand what's going on. So my thinking is that if we just remove some of those regionalisms, that will help increase our clarity. Now, if you'd like to learn more about vocal technique, specifically English diction, which is how to pronounce everything with clarity, then check out my 3-day workshop for cantors. Day 1 is all about breath support and improving your sense of breath support. Day 2 is about English diction, and it's about stop plosives and how to use stop plosives to make your singing more clear. And day 3 is all about the message behind the text and how to proclaim that. If you haven't signed up for the 3-day workshop, I highly recommend it. A lot of people have checked out the 3-day workshop and they've definitely appreciated it. So sign up at www.musicministry101.com/workshop. It's highly recommended. Go check it out now. And if you've already checked it out, let's do the karaoke version now. Here we go. We'll do the refrain one time at the beginning. Remain, remain. All right, I hope that was helpful. If it was, please like the video, and I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.